following training is sponsored by the Niagara Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello. I am going to end up recording this in parts, I'm quite certain. So if things look a little different in the background or the sound changes, I apologize right off. But I wanted to talk about some of our STEAM gadget library stuff, and this can all be requested through the website, and I will have that in the email or the description I usually do. I'm holding up this particular gadget. This is one of the gadgets that you as a library can request from us, and it is about coding. Now, you can see here it says it's the iRobot root, and it says coding robot. Now, with this, you would end up getting one of these. These are one of our iPads that come with it. And on this, it does have the app that you would program the little machine with. So if I go ahead and tap that, it then pops up here on the screen, and you can see it says how to use Roots Simulator, and you have projects, and then you have different things that talk about learning to code. Now, the main thing I want to say right now before I pull anything else out or anything, I want to talk to you, heart to heart here. Honestly, whenever someone says learn to code or coding or computer coding, I get ice in my veins, I get really scared, and I don't want to do it. I don't want anything to do with it. And I want to tell you this, when we talk about these types of things, when it talks about learning to code and learning to use these little guys here, learning to code is about learning to think in very, very small steps. So, for example, I'm sitting here, I'm at my desk. If I were to get up from my desk to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? When we think of that, we might think of something like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get up, and I'm going to go and walk out, and I'm going to go to the refrigerator and pull out the peanut butter and the jelly and make sure we have bread. And we do things and we think in very large chunks. Now, human beings do this anyways, but I think people who are into history, people who are librarians, they work in libraries, who like to read, we have a tendency to think in very, very large chunks, okay? When we talk about learning to code and these types of things, and like I said, I'm making this now and I will pull out the robot in a bit. When we talk about learning to code, you have to learn to think in extremely small steps. So if I go back to my peanut butter and jelly sandwich right quick, what was the first thing I actually did? What I did was I actually first I backed up and I straightened up. First thing. The second thing I did was I moved my feet on the floor so that I could stand. So I was ready to stand. The next thing I did was I moved my arms to my arm rests, and at the same time as pushing myself up, I kind of pushed the chair backwards, and then I'm standing up. That's the number of steps that you have to think about when you learn to code, right? And I keep putting learning to code kind of in air quotes because you're not going to be writing the actual programming that needs to be done to make these things work, right? What you need to do first, and I wish I had known this 20 years ago when I was taking C++, what you really need to do is learn to think in very, very minute, very small steps. These things are absolutely fantastic for that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably need to get my phone out so I can get a different camera view and stuff, and I don't know, we'll make it work here. So it's going to be fun. It's very interesting. It's a lot of fun, and Maybe I'll just send this out as a quick introductory video, but it really is very interesting, and it's doable. It is very, very achievable. I don't want you to be scared of these things. I don't want you to think, oh my goodness, I can't do it. And I also would want to say that, if maybe you're interested in having some sort of a workshop where we can pull all of these things out, you want to look at them if you've already done that before, if you want to introduce them to other people, you can always take these out and play around with them, okay? I'll have another video, I guess, that's separate on this, but it kind of goes with this one. So the main thing I want you to know, don't be overly intimidated by it. You can do it. I was able to get this thing to actually start to move and move around, and I played a music game on it, and it was kind of fun. So you can do it. It's absolutely possible. So that's what coding is really about. That's what our STEAM gadget library is really about, is learning about those things. STEAM is, what is that? It's science, technology, engineering, and math. And it's and arts, STEAM, STEAM. So they really do go together, and this is the basis of all of this that we're doing right now. I mean, I'm talking to you through, this is all coded. Everything that we do is encoded on the computer. So it is absolutely achievable. It's really, it was kind of fun once I got the hang of it. And it can be a really fun program. Don't be intimidated by it, and hopefully we'll see you pretty soon. So I hope this was interesting. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.